Hello and welcome to the marvellous show Game of Thrones. If you've never tuned in before, I'm your host Steve. It's a react show to the Game of Thrones because I'd never seen an episode until lockdown. So now I thought, why not? Let's watch the entire series all the way through, and I'm absolutely addicted and absolutely loving it. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, hit the bell, all that malarkey, so you'll be updated whenever I put anything up. And yeah, let's crack on with it. So last episode we watched was The House of the Black and White, which was the second episode, season 5. So we saw Cersei get this threatening message from Dawn. It was kind of it was like a viper with her daughter's necklace hanging around it. So Cersei obviously is freaked out a bit. She's now called in Jaime, had another go at him. And what she doesn't realise is all this stuff's her fault. She does realise that, right? I mean, you know, Oberyn died fighting a fight that should never have happened in the first place, but that was because of Cersei. So there you go, you know. So yes, Jaime is now going to go on an adventure with Bronn. Oh, this is going to be amazing. I can't wait for that. I don't think I've been so excited about a twosome before, but those two are going to be amazing, I think. So I'm really looking forward to that adventure. They're going to go to Dawn and try and rescue his and Cersei's daughter. Also, we saw Cersei call a meeting of the sort of the High Council, and she was dishing out jobs, you know, for all the important jobs, I suppose. And she got to her uncle, and he basically turned her down and said that he doesn't want to be part of her, I think he said part of her circus or something like that. And he said that until Tommen actually talks to him himself, then he's going back to Castle Rock, and he stormed out, which was quite cool because Cersei didn't know what to say about that. I don't think Cersei's going to retaliate to him because I imagine he's quite a powerful guy himself, so I wouldn't have thought she's got the authority to do that. And he actually said in the clip that I don't recognise your authority. He said, you're just the king's mother, I think. Just really good. I love when Cersei gets it like that, it's so funny. So yeah, so we'll see what happens in whether or not we'll go back to that story in the next 2 episodes or not, I'm not sure. At the wall we saw Stannis tried to kind of try to convince Jon to try and get all the North onto his side, so that he could invade Winterfell and then I guess move on to King's Landing. I guess that's the plan. And he even said that he would make Jon Stark, Lord of Winterfell, which I thought was amazing. But no, Jon wouldn't go for that, did he? No. So the Night Watch had a vote as well to see who their leader would be, and it was going to be Thorne all day long. There wasn't really anyone else worth taking on that could even sort of challenge him, really. And then Sam suddenly stood up and put Jon's name forward. Reluctantly, Jon didn't want his name put forward, but when the final vote came to it, he actually won by 1 vote. So now he is now technically the main man. He's the head cheese. So that's going to be very interesting to see where that goes. So I guess that also means that he won't be able to do what Stannis wanted him to do as well. So yeah, so we'll definitely have to see where that goes. And I don't know how Thorne's going to react now that Jon's his boss, technically. That could be bad for Jon. So we'll have to see where that goes. In the Vale, we had Brienne and Pod. They were in a like a pub having a meal when who was sat just opposite them? Littlefinger and Sansa. So, there was a bit of a. Brienne went over there and tried to speak to Sansa, but Sansa was having none of it, really. So now Brienne must be feeling a bit lost because now both of the girls have turned her down now. But another thing, she didn't mention to Sansa that she'd seen Arya. I think that would have been a big deal. I don't know why she didn't do that, why she didn't mention that. So anyway, there was a bit of a horse chase. Pod fell off his horse, of course, and Brienne rescued him. And so now I think it's been left where Brienne said that she saw where Littlefinger was going, and so she plans to follow them. But like Pod said, is it really worth it? Really, they both turned you down. But Brienne she's got some pride, hasn't she? And she's got some morals. So I guess now it's going to be a bit of a hide and seek now with Brienne trying to capture, well, not capture Sansa, but trying to convince Sansa that she's the best option. And we all know Littlefinger's got a dark plan. I don't know what that is yet, but you couldn't trust him as far as you can throw him. So she's got a point that she's probably not that safe with Peter anyway. But I don't get really like I said before, I don't get what Brienne can offer her really to kind of compensate for it. I'm not sure. But hopefully in the next sort of episode or two we'll find out. At Bravos, we saw Arya finally get to the house of the black and white and knock the door. Guy answered, said he'd never heard of Jaqen H'ghar. So she sort of stayed there overnight on the doorsteps. It was chucking it down with rain. She threw the coin away that she'd been given. She wandered into the town and was confronted by these I think 3 or 4 guys that were after. I think they're after her pigeon. No, they're after her sword. I think it was, yeah. And she was about to sort of actually have a proper fight with them, which was fair enough. And then they suddenly just ran away when they saw this strange figure sort of appear behind her, and it was the guy who wouldn't let her into the house. And by then I'd already clicked on of who it was, and got back to the house, and then of course he revealed himself as being Jaqen H'ghar. And so now I guess her training will start now to become a similar kind of person to him. It'd be cool if she did the whole changeling thing, and that'd be awesome. But yeah, not really sure where that's going to go. Tyrion and Varys are on their way to Volantis, which is on the way to Meereen. And there was only one scene in the last episode really where they were kind of to and from him about kind of where they stood, and the fact that it was all really well written, and I think the overall message that Varys was kind of putting across was that everyone kind of sees them as freaks, whereas they see everybody else as freaks, which I can completely relate to that. So yeah, so they're on their way to Meereen. No, they're not, Volantis, to Meereen. And I don't know what's going to happen. I dare say that when they get to Volantis, something's going to happen, because it's not going to be smooth sailing, is it, with those two? And also, Cersei is basically sending people out to kill every single dwarf that they can find, which is horrific. Good old Cersei, back to her ways again. So yeah, so there wasn't much seen of those two, but hopefully definitely in the next one, because the next episode's called High Sparrow, so I dare say there's going to be a bit of Varys in that, so can't wait for that one. So in Meereen we saw Dario and Grey Worm capture one of these Sons of the Harpy. It's a weird name. And so they'd imprisoned him. He was brought before Dany, and she wanted a fair trial, so he was put back in the cell. And then I can't remember the ex-slave's name, but he sort of crept into the cell and actually murdered him. And when Dany asked him why he did it, he said, "I did it for you." And so, stupidly, Dany decided to execute him in front of everyone. And then everyone was pleading for mercy before she did it. But she still executed him anyway. And then everyone just turned on her, and it was bedlam. People were hissing at her. They were throwing rocks at her. So now she's in a real predicament. That was the stupidest decision. She has made a few. That's probably the worst one she's made so far. So now she's put herself as this, I don't know, people are going to see her as evil now. So now she's really blown everything out of the water. That was not her plan at all. I just don't know why she executed him. I really don't. But she was in her room at that evening, and she wanted to be left alone. But she could hear this kind of noises outside, so she went out to a balcony, turned round, and then the huge dragon, which I think is called Drogon, was there, and it is huge and massive and absolutely stunning. So it's such a beautiful dragon, and obviously still remembers her, I think, but the bond isn't there now like it used to be, because as she reached out, he kind of sort of just flew off. So but that, to me, that means he's going to be in it again now, so I guess that's going to be another recurring storyline, which is cool. So we've got to love those dragons. But yeah, that's kind of about it. So now we'll go on to my loves and hates for the last 2 episodes. So my loves, in third place is Sam. I've always loved Sam. You're right. I've always loved Sam, and the last couple of episodes he's been just so funny, and he's such a caring guy. And the fact that he stood up and nominated Jon to be leader of the Night Watch took a lot of guts and courage. And just for that alone, I love Sam. He's brilliant. Number 2 is Brienne. Bless her, you know what I mean. She's so honourable, and I just feel sorry for her, because she's busting her ass trying to kind of, I don't know, complete her mission to look after the Starks, and she's just getting battered away wherever she goes. But she's staying with it though, and that's what's so cool about her. Apart from the fact she is a kick-ass swordsman. Do you call it swordsman or swordswoman? Swordsperson. I think she's absolutely brilliant, and I love the story of her and Pod as well. Absolutely fantastic. Good, really, really funny pairing they are. So I guess that the next now she'll be following Peter Baelish. I think we're going to have some really good action with her now, so I can't wait. And number one is Jon Snow. It's got to be Jon Snow. He's getting up so many good storylines, especially in this last kind of 5 or 6 episodes. It's been a lot of Jon, and it's been brilliant. Again, he didn't want to put his name forward for the Heads of the Night Watch, but he's won it, which is going to be fantastic. So there's going to be some really good storylines again now with him. Unless the Stannis thing kind of gets in the way of that, I'm still not sure. Because I would love to see him as Jon Stark. That'd be amazing. Especially Lord of Winterfell as well. That's his rightful place. Oh, that'd be so good. But yeah, we shall see with Jon. But at the minute, he's definitely my favourite. So on to my hates. And in third place, first time this person's been in my hate list, is Daenerys. I don't hate her, okay? But she's been a bit of a Burke these last couple of episodes. Especially that last episode. Executing that guy in front of everyone was the stupidest decision. You could see it was a silly decision. I just don't even know why she did it. It was just absolutely just stupid. And now it could cause a lot of problems now. So, yeah, she needs to sort of buck her ideas up a bit. And, yeah, I'm kind of partly dreading Tyrion and Varys going there in a way, because I don't know what her reaction is going to be now. I think if it had been a while back, she would have been quite nice about it. But now she seems to have turned this corner a bit, and she's kind of, I know, she's not going like the Mad King, but that was certainly signs that she's, I don't know, is merciless the word? I don't know, but it's certainly something. And yeah, she's my number 3 this week. And number 2 is Thorne, Lord Thorne, whatever his name is. Yeah, as I say, it's no news to everyone that watches this. I've never liked him at all, and he had a real problem with Jon being nominated for the Night Watch post, and I don't know. I don't like what's going to happen, because he's not going to be happy with this. Someone also told me that he was one of the subscribers told me that he was loyal to the Targaryens, and that's part of the reason why he hates Jon so much. I didn't know that, so that again adds another layer to the story, which is quite cool. But yeah, he's my number 2 this week. And number 1, it's Cersei. Oh yes, yeah. She never seems to finish the evilness. She's just a nasty piece of work. You know, she gives Jaime such a hard time, and then on top of that, she's now killing all the dwarfs. You know, it's just really, oh, come on. I mean, the whole problem she's in is her mess anyway. But I guess she doesn't see it that way. Yeah, I dread what's happening with her, I really do. And I don't quite know, now that Jaime's out of the picture, I don't know where her storyline's going to go, because there aren't many people she can pick on now, really. So it'll be interesting to see what the next sort of couple of episodes hold. But yeah, she's definitely my number 1, without a doubt, Cersei. So that was my love and hates. Spat. That was my love and hates. And let's get crack on with episode 3, season 5. Hi Sparrow. See you in a bit.
There are no men like me.
This is inside the House of Black and White. Sweeping floors.
I've been sweeping this floor for days.
Good.
I didn't come here to sweep floors.
No? Why come then?
You said I could be your apprentice.
A girl must become no one.
He's dead. He looks dead.
Where are they taking him?
Whoa! So she's the queen. She's the queen. How old is he now?
Did I hurt you?
No, you were lovely.
This is all I want to do. All day, every day, for the rest of my life.
Wouldn't that be glorious? It's so wonderful to have her watching over you. A lioness guarding her cub.
Well, I'm a man now.
But you'll always be her baby boy. She'll never let you out of her sight.
Marjorie, being naughty.
Do you think she's intelligent? I can't quite tell.
Do you ever miss Castle Rock?
There's nothing for me in Castle Rock.
I want you to be happy, Mother. But wouldn't you be happier in Castle Rock?
Oh dear.
Mother! I wish we had some wine for you. It's a bit early in the day for us.
No, I can't stay.
Oh, forgive me. I haven't been at court for long. I get so confused. What's the proper way to address you now? Queen Mother or Dowager Queen?
There's no need for such formalities.
In any event, judging from the King's enthusiasm, the Queen Mother will be a Queen Grandmother soon.
Wouldn't that be a lovely day? Remember, anything you need.
That was tense. Oh my god. I think she's gonna do it, isn't she? Oh, I'm dreading this. I think Marge's a goner. Oh god. I've seen him in a while. Why?
I sent you there to collect taxes, not bodies.
Lord Cowan refused to pay. I flayed him living, along with his wife and brother. Made his son watch.
I have something important to tell you. Stop eating and listen. We don't have enough men to hold the North if the other houses rise up against us. I had a pact with Tywin Lannister, and Tywin Lannister is dead. The remaining Lannisters are 1,000 miles away dealing with that fact. They've never once in the history of the Seven Kingdoms sent their army this far north. If you think they will for us, you're a fool. The best way to forge a lasting alliance isn't by peeling a man's skin off. The best way is marriage. It's high time you married a suitable bride. I found the perfect girl to solidify our hold on the North.
Whoa. Peter Baelish isn't doing a deal with him, is he?
That's Mount Caelan.
Yes. Bit shabby, isn't it?
The Boltons have Winterfell. Your marriage proposal, it wasn't for you.
What?
No.
I can't marry him. You can't make me. He is a traitor, a murderer.
You're not marrying Roose Bolton. No, you'll be marrying his son and heir, Ramsay. Sansa.
No, you can't make me. I will starve myself. I will die before I have to go there.
I won't force you to do anything. Say the word and we turn the horses round, but listen to me. Listen.
Say the word.
You loved your family. Avenge them.
I didn't see that coming. How's Brienne watching?
How do we get through there?
We don't. We go around. How did you end up squiring for the imp?
He hates that nickname.
Well, he's not here to complain about it, is he?
You beat the hound. I'm proud to be your squire.
I'm sorry I'm always snapping at you.
If you didn't snap at me, I wouldn't learn anything.
You want to be a night pod?
Yes.
Starting tomorrow, we'll train with the sword twice a day. Before we ride in the morning and after we make camp in the evening. And I'm going to show you how to ride properly.
Thank you.
Nothing's more hateful than failing to protect the one you love. One day I will avenge King Renly.
But you said a shadow murdered him.
A shadow with the face of Stannis Baratheon. Stannis is a man, not a shadow. And a man can be killed.